Having passed close to Windhelm while visiting Ingol Barrow, Aranea asked Niesha if they could go back to Windhelm. She wanted to see how her people were faring, as she hadn't visited for many years. Niesha was keen to support Aranea with her wish, as she wanted a closer look at the city that Ulfric had made home with his war against the Imperials. She was also optimistic that she could find out some more information that would help her with her own personal quest. The docks could also be a good place to find information, which were accessible through the Grey Quarter, and sailors are known to be a great source of rumours and gossip. As Niesha approached Windhelm, she couldn't help but marvel at the size of the city, but it was what met her when she stepped inside the gate that surprised her the most.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help
The people in the city have it easy.
Imperial spies.
But there'll come a time.
Imperial spies?
The blade.
You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave?
No, I don't hate your people.
You've come to the wrong city then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you.
Why would anyone think you're a spy?
Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying.
Looks like those Nords were giving you trouble.
Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us. But Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one. Be careful. These are dangerous times.
A brief conversation with Suvaris made Niesha aware of the hate between the Nords and Dark Elves, so Niesha felt it was a good idea to keep a close eye on her friend Aranea. The Grey Quarter turned out to be a warren of squalid living conditions, but despite the poor living quarters, it showed what a hardy people the Dark Elves are, making the best they can with so little. However, it was the plight of Sophie, the young Nord, who made Niesha realise that the poverty of Windhelm was not just a Dark Elf problem.
Not much, but I hope you like them.
Who are you? Where are your parents?
They're dead. My mama died when I was little. I don't remember her very well. My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back. I'm all alone. I try to sell flowers so I can buy food. It's not much, but what else can I do? Thanks. Thanks for talking to me.
Our great ancestors never wore boots.
Aranea led
Why should
Niesha
we?
to the new Nissa's Corner Club, the local tavern, so that they could get a drink and catch up on the local gossip.
That's close enough. You're not supposed to be in here.
What's the problem, Amberis? Afraid I'll soil your precious bar stool?
This is the last time I'll say it. Get out.
Fine. I didn't want any of your piss water anyway.
Apparently some Nord women were murdered. Not sure why I should care.
Why are there so many Dark Elves here?
Where else would we be? When the Red Mountain burned, you could scarcely breathe in Morrowind. So we came west. Windhelm was the first city on that road. And here we are. If we had known the Nords would be so unwelcoming, we may have kept walking.
How are the Dark Elves treated in Windhelm?
Well, you see where we have to live. This forgotten alley. All the filth from the upper quarters flows downhill, like they say. Good luck getting one of the guards to help with anything. I tried to get Ulfric to even come down here to see the squalor, but the High Lord of his mightiness couldn't find the time.
There have been murders in Windhelm?
None of that matters to me. Until someone takes a Dunmer, I'll let Windhelm deal with its own problems.
What have you got for sale?
Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. If you need another drink, I'll be right here.
Now it was time to visit the docks to see what could be learned from the sailors and possibly any officials who may be around.
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm for a while.
Never much cared for Windhelm. The place is depressing.
Sorry, but I'm not looking to hire any more crew right now.
You're the ship's captain?
The North Wind is my mistress, and I'm her master. I don't tolerate any disloyalty. You looking for work? Got a sailor who thought running a gang of thieves would be more money than hauling my cargo. You make an example of that gang. I'll give you a year's worth of pay.
They're as good as dead.
That's the spirit. Right. See you round.
A whole year's pay for one job? Niesha couldn't pass up an opportunity like that, so she took her companions and set off after the wayward sailors.
Don't see that every day. That's the best you can do?
Niesha found the sailors' hideout, which was an old shipwreck near the mouth of the River Yorgrim. Now it was time for the trio to do what they had come for and take out the small group.
Bandits are soft-gutted snowberries, trying to dress up as soldiers. We shouldn't have much trouble killing them.
Give up while you still can! Last mistake. Backbiter. You'll regret crossing me, you coward! That the best you can do?
Had enough of you! Gonna die for that!
Easily blocked.
Right. Get away with
Fear,
that!
bandit. With death comes harm.
After Froa had dealt the killing blow to the leader of the gang, it was time to loot the hideout, then report back to Kjar for their reward. Froa got a nice new glass battle axe, and Aranea found a new outfit that would bolster her mage's abilities. When the companions got back to Kjar's ship, he wasn't anywhere to be found, so they went to the most official-looking building to see if they could find out where he had gone. The East Empire Company.
Whiterun is the city that will decide this war. So long as Ulfric lives, it's only a matter of time before the Stormcloaks take it.
I know this place looks horrible. Please, don't hold it against the company.
Why is it so run down?
Sad, isn't it? We can't afford to keep the place running since these attacks started. Pirates, you see, raiding all along the coast, from Hammerfell to Vvardenfell. Only the Shatter Shields appear safe.
Who are the Shatter Shields?
A very powerful family in Windhelm. They run a private shipping operation and would love to have the docks to themselves. Wouldn't surprise me if they were in league with the pirates somehow.
Do you have any proof of that?
Not yet, no. But perhaps an intrepid person such as yourself could help with that? They have a dark elf who oversees their operations, Suveris Atherin. She's meticulous to a fault, and keeps a logbook with every transaction she makes. If it were to somehow end up in my hands, I wouldn't argue.
What else can you tell me about those pirates?
They call themselves the Bloodhawkers. They've been around as long as I can remember, but only recently focused on our ships. A dastardly group, but they're more than simple brigands. Shrewd, clever, not to be trifled with.
Why not fight back?
Our own security forces are limited, and all the mercenaries are tied up in this ridiculous war. We don't even know their base of operations, and attacking single ships won't really solve the problem. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Not quite what Niesha had in mind, working for the East Empire Company, but she wasn't one to turn down the opportunity to earn some coin and further her cause. Besides, Orthus had told her that Kjar could be found in the Candle Hearth Hall. As Clan Shattershield's office was on the way to the city and Candleheart Hall, Niesha stopped here first. Maybe it was because of the empathy that she had shown Savaris when she had first entered the city, but Savaris didn't even attempt to stop Niesha taking the logbook. Candlehearth Hall was the tavern in the city centre and easy to find. It was here that she found Kjar and received her reward.
Sorry, but I'm not looking to hire any more crew right now.
Your old crew member has been taken care of.
Fine work. Here's your pay. Don't spend it all on me.
A well-earned 400 septum, and now to get the logbook back to Orthos.
It's a clear spot just west of Riften. You know the area?
Well, I've been there before, but I don't know it well.
Well, that's where I want to build. In the fall forest. Give it an easterly view. The sunrise is almost as pretty as you are.
That sounds lovely. You're very sweet.
If you get me the logbook, I'll have proof of Shattershield's treachery.
I've got the logbook.
How did you get it? No, never mind. I probably shouldn't know. I see. It looks like Severus has been traveling to Dawnstar to meet with a pirate crew there. Get to Dawnstar and see what you can find out about these rogues. I'd wager they won't be too far from the tavern. Try to find out where their fortress is. The captain, Stig Saltplank, has to know something.
Time to head to Dawnstar and find this Stig Saltplank. Arriving in Dawnstar, Niesha and her friends headed to the Windpeak Inn to look for Stig Saltplank.
I don't like taking orders from a boy, but I need to go.
What about you, stranger? What about this city speaks to you?
Out with it.
Curse. It has to be.
You beasts are
I've
the
got to get
worst.
out of this town.
What can I do for you? Huh?
Surely we aren't all that bad.
Just leave me alone.
What are you looking at?
Have you heard of a pirate crew called the Bloodhawkers?
I assure you that it is
Ah!
quite normal.
Heard of them? I've been captain in a crew of them for well on 9 years now. What's it to you?
Lots of gold to be had plundering ships.
Aye, the war keeps the Empire and the locals too busy to worry about us. Halden calls it our Golden Age.
Who is Halden?
Our secret ingredient, if you will. A battle mage of fearsome cunning. Runs the blood horkers and makes sure the battles end right side up.
Where would I go to join up?
Well, I can't just tell that to any skeever that washes up. From the look of you, I'm guessing you're more looking to cause some trouble for the Horkers.
Do I have to beat it out of you?
Nah, it would be my pleasure! Come on, let's see what you're made of! Who taught you to fight? Keep those hands up!
This is a local favorite, and one of the first songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red.
Drive that snow back.
Watch what you're doing.
I'll gut you like a Horker!
This one's a favorite of mine. A legend.
Drive that snow back to the ground. You can't win this!
Do something.
Easily blocked.
You can't beat me!
Ragnar the Red who came riding to fight from old war instead.
Fight! Just gonna stand there and take it.
This is a
Fight
local
back.
favorite, and one of the first songs I ever learned.
Just give up! You can't win!
This is a local favorite, and one of the first songs I ever learned.
Drive
Ragnar
that snow
the
back
Red.
to the ground. Come on!
There once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding
Well
to
fought,
Whiterun from
you
old war
swinging bit of
instead.
skeever bait.
And the
What are you looking
So
at?
where are the Bloodhawkers?
Halden will take my hide for this, but Skyrim's been feeling a bit confining lately. We draw counsel at Jaffets Folly. The fools in Windhelm won't go near it, which is fine by us. If you'll pardon me now, my crew needs gathering. Should be in Hammerfell before the other Horkers know who let slip their secret.
And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more when his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
Need something?
Adalisa.
Returning to Orthus, Niesha could hear an unfamiliar woman's voice coming from the back room.
Sniveling isn't gonna get it back.
I've got a sharp woman on the job right now. She should be returning any moment.
This must be her, then. Finally, someone around here that can get things done. Since we're short on soldiers, you'll be coming with us too. No arguments. Anything else you want to say?
Their leader is a battle mage named Halden.
Halden? I've heard of the man, but never guessed he'd join up with some pirates. This could be even more dangerous than I thought. Head to the ships. We'll plan the assault on the way.
Now that they had followed this through so far, the three friends decided that they may as well see this quest through to the end, so agreed to meet Adalisa on the ships.
It's good for every soldier to walk through town and remind themselves what they're trying to protect.
You're the one who's coming to Jaffets Folly with us, right? You ready to go?
Let's go.
All aboard.
Needs...
What's the plan?
Well, here we are, we think.
Have we reached Jaffets Folly?
Hard to say. The weather's taken a bit of a turn here. Halden's been known to obscure his hideaways with magic. If we take care of him, the way should be clear to properly assault the island.
Is that my job?
You've shown yourself useful so far. All these lunks are too afraid of Halden to head in before the fog's cleared. So, if you're willing to perform one more service for the company, we could put this matter behind us for good. Take out Halden, and we'll handle the rest.
The only way from the ship to Jaffets Folly was by hopping over the floating ice sheets. Niesha just hoped that they were stable enough for her to use, as she didn't feel like a swim in the cold, dark water.
Come on, let's see you put up a fight.
Crows feast on the wicked.
After her initial surprise at the size of the mud crab, Niesha rallied around her friends to take out the single guard at the entrance to the keep.
Oh, not so fast. That the best you can do?
Out here it's kill or be killed.
Yes, champion of Azura.
Don't see that every day.
Trouble is in the air here.
Give up while you still can.
Now, this is a surprise.
Not quite good enough, are you?
Only a fool lets himself get surrounded.
The first of Haldin's crew fell quickly before the companions, now to find the rest and Haldin himself.
Give up while you still can. Damn you, backbiter! Last mistake. Trapped.
Kill him to get some beer every now and then. Stupid business, stupid hunting. Once was a woman as fair as an evening of springtime in Oakstros Mackay. Now ain't this a surprise?
One of the lessons that her aunt had taught Niesha was, where possible, always take a mage by surprise and rush them. They wore light clothes that offered no protection against a sharp blade. However, once they started casting spells, mages could be extremely challenging. Now that the bars had been lifted, Niesha, Froa and Aranea could descend to the lower levels and find out what lay below.
Come on, let's see you put up a fight.
Up your heads!
wash the land clean.
Despite Haldin being killed, the bandits still fought well, but this appeared to be the last of them inside the keep. Niesha did not expect to find a web-filled room with a skeleton and a journal of someone called Jaffet. It appeared that the skeleton was Jaffet, and this must be who the keep was named after.
Champion of Azura. Fine. What?
Maybe Aranea could unlock this chest.
Will do. That it? Can I help you? Fine. What? Will do. That it?
There was a small hoard inside the chest, which would bolster the friends' income from this quest quite considerably. Now to make their way outside and meet up with Adalisa.
By Ismir, you won't leave.
Time to die.
Get him!
By Ismir! Won't get away with that!
May the dead find peace inside.
Oh no, you don't.
It appeared that Adalisa had started to bombard the outer camp. Niesha hurried her friends out as quickly as she could to avoid being caught in the crossfire.
Give up while you still can!
Don't fight back, and I promise I'll kill you quickly.
Little wretch, you're dead.
Unfortunately, she had run too far ahead of her friends and ended up in a very dangerous position, taking on 3 bandits.
Go ahead. Try and fight back.
Give up while you still can. I got you like a fish. Come on! This what you want? Mercy on you! Vajit wishes for dead.
I'll carve you into pieces!
Your big, powerful blows are tiring. Useless. I have your head. You'll be so much easier to rob when you're dead.
I'll kill you!
This what you want? Nothing.
Bandits are no better than rats. Don't let any of them escape.
Whiterun is the city that will decide this war. So long as Ulfric lives, it's only a matter of time before the Stormcloaks take it.
There you are.
I've killed Haldin.
Impressive work. We started the attack once you made the fog scamper away like that. Hope you didn't catch any of the fire. We can head back whenever you're set. There's celebrating to be done. Are you ready to go?
Let's go. The pirate haven has been destroyed.
I can't express how much easier you've made my job. Maybe Adalisa will finally ease up, but I expect she won't. Ah yes, your pay. The company thanks you for your services. Should we ever be able to help you, stop by.
Glad Orthus was able to find someone competent to help out.
During the return voyage, Adalisa had confided in Niesha her wish to retire from the East Empire Company. She is a citizen at heart and is not comfortable with the military lifestyle. She asked Niesha if there was an opening for her with Nisha's small
Let's
band.
not waste any time.
Having seen how Adalisa handled herself, as well as her organisational abilities, Niesha wondered if she would be useful as a steward running their small farmstead. She would need to discuss this with Froa and Aranea. Froa and Aranea agreed that Adalisa would make a useful steward and, given time, could prove herself to be a trusted member of the group. If not, well...
Glad Orthus was able to find someone competent to help out. You handled yourself pretty well back at Jaffets Folly.
I'm looking
We'll
for a
remember
steward
that.
for my plantation. Interested?
I'd be honored to be your steward. You've built a fine steading here. I'll see to it at once.